Hey everyone, John Moran here with Solutions 8, and today we're going to uncover a little mystery that Google forced everyone to do within the last few months, and probably up to about 6 months ago, but just depends on which accounts that you're looking at and when they were forced to switch over. So we're looking at why did Google ask us to categorize our conversion actions? And most of us kind of ignored it, I think, for the most part. We're telling Google like, yeah, this submit a lead form is a lead, we got it. So we already know what that is. So why did we telling you? And I have I want to shoot a video as to why that's important and why you want to get those right. Because we made a slight mistake, but we learned from it and we still had pretty good results. So you're going to kind of see the good and the bad, but what we've learned, and you're going to learn right along with us. So let's dive in. So back in October, we ran a what we call 3x Shopify challenge, which means we're going to show you how to take your Shopify store and 3x the return on that spend in 3 days. And we ran a marketing campaign for a short while to get people to opt in to join the event. Now, the event, it's free to register. It was $33 if you want to purchase the first level, $197 if you want to purchase the elevated level, and so yada, yada, yada. So what we did is this 3x Shopify here saw 300 conversions in between the time of the 7th and the 25th. So only ran for about 2 weeks, but we were spending $500 a day. So we spent 6,000, got 297 leads, $20 cost per lead, using only YouTube. And what was interesting about the YouTube campaign is this was the first time that I told Google what I wanted. So I said the goal was leads and the campaign subtype is drive conversions. Now, I would imagine most of us usually do a CPV. Like, I don't want to spend over 50 cents or $1 cost per view and then just have it drive down the CPV price over time. That's usually kind of standard operating procedure. This one, I said, no, I want to get opt-ins. I didn't use a lead form, but I did use the drive conversions and leads goal. Now, this is what was important that I didn't know then. When Google came out and said, tell us what this conversion action is, it doesn't know what your conversions actions are. So you're telling it what the conversions actions mean to you, and then it tries to drive the conversions of that goal. For example, a sale, a lead, a subscription, whatever it may be. And so you can actually select those goals when you're building a new campaign. Most of us just say like, yeah, we know what we're doing. We don't need gold guidance because you think it's going to give you a tutorial. That's not actually what's taking place here. So when you click on a goal guide, and if you say I want sales or I want leads, it's going to focus on getting either sales or leads. And how does it know what to focus on? Because your sale or lead conversion actions are categorized sale or lead. It makes so much sense. Here's what I mean by that. So you can see that I have a goal of leads and a campaign subtypes of drive conversions. Now, if I go into my conversion actions, and we had the 3x, we said the purchase here was a purchase and the registration was a subscribe and the purchase was a subscribe. I said I wanted leads. What I actually wanted was a purchase, and I chose the wrong action because the category, it says, oh, you want leads? Okay, we're going to give you a bunch of subscriptions. We're not going to focus on the purchase first, second, or third levels. So this is what it focused on. Well, when you look at the campaign and what actually took place, let me go back to the ad groups here. This one here, we got when we segment by conversion action. It gives exactly what we wanted. We said we wanted leads, and so bam, there's registrations. Now, I'm not saying that if we switched it to purchase, all of a sudden we get 270 purchases, but I do think that if we would to say I want sales, it would probably start to focus more on the purchases, because you can see at the end when we changed actually the bidding strategy for maximize conversions to target CPA, and we got a bunch of people rushing to the end because the next day was the challenge. So that's why this one was spiked. But we had 55 registrations in one day. So what did we learn? We learned that it is very important for all accounts, for all campaigns that you're running, when you're choosing the goal guidance, to double check your conversion actions in here. Is it a lead? Is it a contact? Is it a purchase? What is it? A sign up? What are you looking to acquire? Subscriptions, contacts, submit lead forms, those are all in the categories of leads. But if you have a purchase, say I want sales, that's where it's going to then start to focus. What Google is doing is essentially relying on you to tell it what it needs to automate. And if you just say like, yeah, lead, that's fine, which I have seen a lot of accounts do that. Sometimes they're not going to be performing as optimally as they can. So if you like this quick tip, I suggest you go through your conversion actions, make sure they're categorized properly, because Google's looking at that and making decisions on your behalf at probably very expensive decisions. So make sure your your conversion categories are up to date and your campaign settings are driving the conversions you tell it you want to drive. Thanks so much. Bye.